Welcome in, Beer in Loudoun viewers. We are here at House 6 Brewing today with Marion and Rolando.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being on the show today. First, we want to start with just your history. How did House 6 get started? What was your inspiration behind starting a brewery here in Ashburn, Virginia?
So it all started at Christmas Day when my wife decided to give me a home brewing kit. And I started making beer, not knowing what I was doing. And I followed The Joy of Brewing by Charlie Pessin. It was part of the package. And I made my first beer. I remember it was an alt beer. And I remember bottling it. And when it was ready, I popped the cap and it came out.
Yeah.
And, and I poured it in a glass and there was foam. And it was drinkable, and it was
a real
bad.
beer.
It was an actual beer.
And I was like, holy cow. I make this without having any clue what I was doing. So, of course, I fell into the black hole that home brewing is.
Sure. And that turned into the next step, opening a brewery. So how did you all get started actually here in Ashburn?
Well, we live here in Ashburn. I'm a volunteer firefighter here in Ashburn. And we were looking for themes. My wife and I were thinking, it's like, we thought about our Puerto Rican roots, but, this is not very well known here. So it's like, all right, I knew it was need to be local, hyper-local. So what's more hyper-local in Ashburn than, there's two things that everybody knows in Ashburn, in the village, which is the old Partlows.
Partlows.
Which is now the Carolina Brothers. And then the next thing is, the old stable was the fire station. I was a volunteer there, so it was a no-brainer.
Sure. So with that busy schedule between being a volunteer firefighter, your full-time regular job, and owning a brewery, what's that been like for you, your family? Tell us a little bit about that work-life balance.
What balance?
The beer
we'll tell you when we figure it out.
Does the beer help you get through it?
Yes, it does,
Yes,
actually.
it does.
Having a fermenter worth of beer to, think of your life choices helps sometimes.
So you guys have been in business since last summer, correct?
So we opened in the end of July.
July of 2018.
After 3 years of
Planning
and
going
working
back
with the
and
bank and landlords and all that fun stuff.
So coming up on a little over half a year, or over half a year, almost a year, what would you say are you most proud of with the brewery, the beer, within your first year of business?
I would say the one thing that I'm the most proud of is that we're able to create this space with the help of a lot of people, but I wouldn't be here without the support of my wife, because she's the one. When we couldn't find a place, I said, I'm done. This is it. I cannot take it anymore. And she said, no, come on, just keep trying. So
see it through. Gotta see it through. I love that we can be here and our daughter's here. I'm sure you've seen her running around. That she, that we can be here together. That my sister's here. We have. We built a really nice family here. So I think that's something that we're really proud of, that this has become a second home to us.
Very cool.
And we look forward to coming in.
Yeah.
And we like being here, whether we're open or not. It is a home to us. It doesn't feel like work.
Good.
So sometimes our day off when we're not in schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our employees tell us just
Go home.
Go home. And we end up here just like, I feel like having a beer.
Yeah.
So I just came here, right? Even though I have a kegerator at home.
Sure.
Tons of beer at home. I like it here.
Awesome. And we like it here too. We love visiting. Do you have a beer that you're most proud of that you've made over this first year in business?
So the beer there's a beer that I really like. It actually won silver medal. Is the Smoke Eater, Smoke Porter. I came up with a concept a long time ago, and our head brewer actually tweak it and make it commercially viable. So I'm very proud of that beer. Next beer that I'm very proud of is a blonde that I turned into raspberry blonde that we did for Valentine's Day. Just one keg on our small pilot system, and that was very welcome and well received. A lot better than I thought. That beer turned out a lot better than I thought it would. So I'm very proud of that. I mean, you love that beer.
Delicious, yeah. I think I drank half that keg. It was very good.
So some of the other breweries in Loudoun County and Virginia, just in general, also produce some great beer. Do you guys have any beers that you like in this area or nationwide, or anything that draws your attention, or maybe started your love for craft beer, or anything like that?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, we love to visit.
I cannot even count.
There's so many. I mean, we love going to Old Docks. We used to go there all the time before we open. We don't get out that way as much. I don't know if you got to try the Marson at Solace. That was really good. Black Hoof, everything they make is delicious. I love German beer, so that's like anything on the menu is good. I mean, there's so many Crooked Run.
We used to go to Crooked Run all the time before they expand to Sterling.
When they were the little place in Leesburg, we used to go out there at least a couple times a month, 2-3 times a month. I mean, so there's so many places around here. It's a shame that we don't get to go to them as much anymore because we're all open the same hours. So we're kind of limited on getting out there and visiting all of them. But gosh, yeah, there's.
Well, when I first was we first moved here to the area, it took me a while because I wasn't a connoisseur back then when we first moved to the area, and I started drinking. I drank a lot of Flying Dog for whatever reason. I love that brewery, and then I transitioned over to Old Docks and Lost Rhino.
We used to go to Rhino then, yeah.
We used to go to Rhino
all the time.
They make
our daughter loved the pretzels, so she judges the breweries by
Based on the
their
pretzels.
pretzels. So Lost Rhino is always
Very cool.
but beyond that, I mean, we have pretty much we're friends with all the brewers. All 690.
Yeah.
We go there. I mean, they have an amazing space, and then they opened the new brewery in Harper's Ferry. Bear Chase, they have a great space. I mean, there's too much to.
Yeah, Loudoun
it's
is
a shame
a great,
that we don't.
a great opportunity. Lots of great breweries, a great destination for people looking for great breweries such as yours.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you guys for being on with us today. Give you opportunity, any new projects or anything in the works that our viewers and your customers can look forward to?
Yes. So I brew. I can actually say this. I brew Maybach is going to be coming
In May.
in May.
In May.
There you go.
Yeah, but before then, we do have a few other beers coming out. We're gonna have a dry stout coming out for St. Patty's Week.
Nice.
There's a pineapple milkshake IPA that's gonna be coming out soon.
Hellas.
There's a Hellas
Hellas,
that's
wow.
gonna be coming out by the end of the month. So we're gonna have a lot of new things coming out. There's a chocolate cherry stout that's gonna be another 1 keg thing to try out. So there is a lot of stuff. The tanks are full, and we're really excited to get those
Awesome.
out there.
Well, thank you guys so much for being
Thank
the
you.
first brewery featured in Beer in Loudoun, and we will certainly be back.
Thank you so
Mario,
much.
Rolando,
Nice to-
thank you.
thank you very much.
guys for tuning in, and come and visit House 6 Brewing.
Peace.